Ahoy, mateys! It is indeed time for the final show before Fastlane, SmackDown and 205 Live. We're going to get into this right now. Shane McMahon opens up SmackDown Live after, I think, nothing happened last week. And then the week before, he was on the phone trying to get in contact with The Miz. He hasn't spoken to The Miz since Elimination Chamber. And he's like, Miz, come out here in front of the world right now. I know you're here. I saw you. Miz would come out. And he says, oh, I tried. I tried so hard to be nice, Shane. And that just got me yet another forgettable tag team title reign. Because I've had like 4 or 5 reigns with different people. And only a few of them were memorable. And there's a reason for this. There's a reason he's the most must-see superstar in WWE. He's not a team player. He works well he's not a co-star. He's not co-star of the year. He's a star of the year, actor of the year. He's the star of the team. He's a solo act. He put all the effort in the tournament to become best in the world, which Shane just stole from him like a selfish pig. And Shane is just an embarrassing old dad trying to live out his glory days and impress his children by jumping off tall things. And at Fastlane, Miz is going to put him down once and for all. So yeah, Miz not happy with Shane taking the loss for the team at the Chamber because face Miz needed to come to an end. It's not got a long shelf life. It's okay for a little one-off story, but Miz is not a babyface. He needs to turn heel as soon as possible. That's what we did there. Next up, EC3 has found a partner in Jeff Hardy, and they get the win over Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura. EC3 beats Rusev because he's not the one getting the title shot at the pay-per-view. And yeah, so Jeff Hardy also gets a win over the number 1 contender, despite not pinning him. After the match, Shinsuke's in the ring trying to get to EC3, but EC3 is ran up the ramp outside the ring, celebrating with his title on the stage. And Shinsuke's looking angry at Rusev, like, God, why'd you make me lose this match? Rusev saying he's trying his hardest to keep the team going and trying to get one of them the US title. And at Fastlane, he'll still be at Nakamura's side, trying to help him. Big E versus Jey Uso in another match because we had Kofi and Jimmy last week. This time, Big E gets the win with the Trouble in Paradise, the big ending, and gives New Day the momentum heading into Fastlane, as they face the Usos. Sonya is supposed to be off screen, but we cut backstage to Kathy and Mandy Rose. Mandy says that Sonya is in action up next, and she's gonna watch Sonya try and do the best she can to try and become as brilliant as Mandy, but she knows she's gonna fail. And then she announces that on the Fastlane kickoff show there will be a match between Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, and Sonya goes into her match now. She beats Lana by submission. Again, it's a Lana match, so that fills any kind of bad match objective I have to fill. Peyton Royce comes out. It will be our break, and she comes out after the break. Because before the break, they'd show like the clip backstage where they say up next with Peyton walking to the ring. She'd look all sad, holding both belts. And she's looking to hold back tears. She gives this heartwarming speech about how her and Billy were best friends back in Australia. And they fought their hardest to fight through the indies to get signed by WWE. They got to NXT where they were sort of used as filler for the longest time until they got brought together again and became the iconic duo. And then they came to SmackDown where they were still fighting for TV time. And then these tag titles came, and then they finally found their purpose. And then they finally got on top of the world. And now Peyton's asked if she can have to give it all away. She's like, hell no, mate. Billy's my best friend, and she knows. And I know Billy would want me to not give up my glory and continue being the brilliant champion that I am. So if you think that you're iconic, this is your chance to show it. Because the iconic auditions are about to begin. And Peyton is looking for someone to, temporarily at least, replace Billy as her tag team partner. So the Iconics, we've been wondering for a while what will happen after Billy got injured. We now have an answer. Peyton will carry on, seemingly with a new partner. Quick match, Randy Orton beats Eric Young with an RKO. And then after the match, Orton grabs a mic and he's shouting, he's angry. He keeps it short and sweet because long Randy Orton dialogues are not interesting. And he just says, "You'll never see AJ Styles around here again." Drops the mic, walks out. The Aleister Black vignette is supposed to air here, but copyright. We get backstage and Nikki Cross is with the rest of Sanity. She's kicking around stuff backstage, getting angry, shouting like, "Where's the chaos?" We turn around and the rest of Sanity's there, like looking defeated and sort of concerned for Nikki's safety. And Nikki's like, "I'm ready for Asuka, and yous aren't ready for anything. Go away. Think about what you've done." So she's not happy with Sanity, presumably not happy with Sanity losing recently, and they'd all just walk away and leave Nikki to be her crazy self, pull at her hair and kick walls and do Nikki Cross things. Andrade and Ray back together again for another week. They beat the Colognes in a good match. Andrade again gets the pinfall win, this time over Epico. And this team is really getting into their groove right now. We then have a hype package for Asuka versus Nikki Cross at Fastlane. It would go through like NXT, Asuka's dominance in NXT, and how Nikki thought she was ready in NXT. They had the great matches, the last woman standing match, and who will win when another chapter is written this Sunday at Fastlane. So the main event then, AEB. I don't think this is even the best match on the show. I think it was worse than the EC3 Jeff Hardy match. That's probably because Rowan's in it and Ali's not quite up to snuff. But Ali and Joe managed to coexist for one night as Joe chokes out Rowan and gets the win for the number one contenders, heading into this Sunday's Fastlane triple threat. And the show gets 85B+. And I'll see you next time. Well, not next time. Up next for 205 Live. And we're back for 205 Live. This is the final show before Fastlane. And we start off with a match that upsets me because it gets the 55C- is okay for a 205 Live match. But why on earth is TJP scoring higher than Buddy Murphy? Game. Anyway, this would have been Murphy saying he has no challenger for Fastlane, and then TJP would come out like, other than the point system, there was also the rule where if you pin the champion, you get a number one contender. So I'm going to beat you right now and get my title shot, and he loses because he's TJP. We then get a tag team match to showcase of the two teams here on 205 Live. Gallagher and Morgan Webster lose to the good two-thirds of the Lucha House Party. Metalik beats Jack Gallagher with the Metalik driver. He scores a 75. Jesus Christ, he may be on his way out of 205 Live and permanently onto Raw. With ratings like that, he could be an asset to the Raw tag division with Lindsay. Lindsay's got to catch up, but Metalik is doing wonders right now because he has excellent chem. I actually think that was luck. I don't think that was actually set in. I think I just got lucky with these two having good chemistry. Another Power Rankings match. Lio Rush gets the pinfall over Akira Tozawa with a Rush Hour. What it is. This is going to be basically what 205 Live is. I haven't really got... I'm going to take focus off stories because the ratings don't affect my actual popularity. So I don't need to have stories advance and segments. I can have all matches and it not punish me. Because it's a more in-ring focused show. It's going to primarily be matchups. And the most important matchup is up next. Cedric and Gulak both on 2 points, facing each other. Loser back down to 0, winner, number one contender for Buddy Murphy at Fastlane. And it is Drew Gulak who picks up the win over Cedric in 17 minutes, a good long match, pretty decent rating as well, to go on to Fastlane to face Buddy Murphy for the Cruiserweight title. Scores, yeah, E+. E+ because I didn't put any segments on. No, there was no women because I didn't book Mike this week. And this is the scoreboard so far. We've got Lio Rush, Metalik, and Tyler Bate all on 1 point. Gulak's on 3, so he's the new number 1 contender. Cedric back down to 0 because he lost. Metalik did get a win this week, but it was a tag match. That doesn't count either. Yeah. And I'll see you up next for Fastlane.